Hello and welcome to Bell Curve Gaming. Today I'm bringing you a damage spread Toxtricity deck featuring the baby Toxtricity here with the Poison Shout attack. For 1 lightning energy, it does 20 damage to all of your opponent's Pokemon, plus it leaves your opponent's active Pokemon poison. Now, before I get into the deck itself, a very quick shout out to Daniel Crouch, who has requested that I play around with the Toxtricity and put a deck list together, which I have now. And also a quick shout out to Denver Herald, who did request that I play around with Toxtricity, partner with Chandelure. I'm not doing that here because I just couldn't get that one working quite as consistently as I like, but hopefully you appreciate the build nonetheless. So this Toxtricity, obviously we've got a nice efficient attack here, but because it's a lightning Pokemon, we actually get to boost this damage with electro powers. So we're going to really try and maximize the amount of damage that we're getting off here. So we've got a full count of electro power, but we want to get as much damage building up as we can. So we're also going to chuck in a couple of electro charges, which allows us to flip a couple of coins and shuffle a couple of electro powers back into the deck. So even though that we're going to be up against at times really high HP Pokemon, this thing can rack the damage up really, really fast, you know, not only hitting into the active, but also spreading it around the board. Now, the damage spread around the board is super vital for us, so we do need a way to snipe out that Mew if we ever see it. And we've got Pokemon Catcher, which is an item way. It's on a coin flip, unfortunately, but it's an item way to get into that. Plus, we've got a 1 count of Boss's Orders just to go and snipe those Mews if we ever see them hit. Now, in terms of draw power, we're going to maximize the use of Roxy whenever we can, because Roxy with these Weezings just really work nicely with any kind of damage spread deck. So you discard a couple of Weezings from your hand using the Roxy, and then you get to draw 6. So it's absolutely insane draw power. You could have like a hand of 7, play a Roxy, discard a couple of Weezings, and just draw 6 more cards through your deck. It's absolutely nuts draw power, and it's especially nuts when we've got a couple of Weezings in hand, and it just works really nicely with the Toxtricity to be able to build enough damage out to get, you know, the KOs that we need. Now, we might not have all those damage counters on the right Pokemon, so once we get enough damage counters on the board to finish the game off, we are looking for Tapu Lele. So Tapu Lele here has the magical swap ability, which allows us to move any number of damage counters from our opponent's Pokemon to any other of that Pokemon in any way that we like. So once we have enough damage counters to take the remaining prize cards to get game, we're looking to get Tapu Lele in. We're probably going to be behind on prizes most of the time, so counter gain onto a Tapu Lele, and then we're 1 NG attachment with a rainbow onto the Tapu Lele to be able to sweep the board. And that there is the deck list, and let me tell you, it's a lot of fun to play, so let's get straight into those matches. Alright, we got Jirachi to start. Get out there. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Can't retreat. We'll draw a card. Roxy off of turn 1 would be nice here. It'd be real nice here. So if you can go and just find a Roxy, that'd be lovely. That's not so lovely. Alright. What we're going to have to do here is drop one of these, sadly. Yeah, who cares? Toxel. Just top deck a Roxy. What we will do though is we'll board onto you, retreat to you, and just go and get ourselves a Roxy. Apparently, I'm not getting myself a Roxy. That's what I've learned out of this first turn. Draw 2. I mean, Thunder Mountain, he's got the KO here. That's bench damage incoming. Be careful how much I drop. Come on, there's 4 Roxys in deck. Surely you can give me a Roxy. Yes, yes. That's what we want. Fantastic. Alright, so we'll get a wheezing. And we'll get ourselves a Toxtricity. This is an absolute explosive Roxy right now. So Roxy, these two guys. I need to move my mic, I can't see the bottom of the screen. Yep. Yep. Alright, we need to... We don't have Mew to drop at all, ever. I need to keep Marnie. I need to set up a second attacker. Right now, I actually don't have a way out of the active either. So I'm not attacking this turn. Which sucks. What am I getting rid of here? I could regret this. But I'm going to get rid of an NG because I want the shrine. We're going to just start setting up a second Toxtricity. I know more Pico V's probably coming. But I feel like that's just something I need to do right now. So we'll leave it. I need to save a rainbow for the end. So that's the reason I'm not attaching a rainbow just at the moment. So we're expecting a Tapu, a Coco, a V hit here of a Thunderous Bolt. Yep, there it is. So we don't have much damage on the board just yet. So we now need to ramp up how much damage we're actually doing. So Toxtricity V goes here. Double E power. Electro Charger. We'll see if we can get these E-Powers back. Or we'll get one of them back. That's fine. I need to maximize damage that we're getting out now. So I think we put the shrine down. I don't honestly know whether or not we have... I'm just going to Marnie straight first. So, we're going to quick ball away this. We do have another Toxel, that's good. Alright. We'll E-Power again. We'll Stellar Wish ourselves. Do I want Electro Charger here? Yeah, we might as well. Got Cynthia already. So, Electro Charger. Double Tails, it's unfortunate. Get into this guy. Hit as hard as we can. Alright. Got a decent amount of damage on the board. Fortunately, it's all to this Tapu Koko V at the minute. But he now needs to get this out of the active, and he's probably going to need another switch or something. If he wants to get a good attack off here. So the more Pico V shouldn't be able to charge fully up just yet. I don't want to really drop anything else down, because it's going to do 20 to all the bench Pokemon at the same time. So... So unless he's got like a switch. Yep, so that's really good for us. Alright. Oh, beautiful timing on the research. We'll just research instead. Draw right through that. Possibly gonna have to NG attach here. Kinda wanna keep these rainbows though. How many lightnings have we actually drawn and used? I need to keep a rainbow NG. Right now we're just going to... We will NG attach actually. And then just Poisonous Shout. Get a heap of damage on. So now I'm going to have to evolve that Magnemite or get it back out of the active, which I could see here, just an NG attachment and then retreat out. Yep, so that's what will be coming. But if he doesn't evolve it anyway, I've got the KO on the next turn, so that's fine. Plus we have a Jirachi to go into. Hopefully we can get another Weezing or a way into a Weezing, which will be huge. Yep, so here it is. So that goes down here no matter what. We've got to start looking at where our prize cards are coming from. So 2 of them are coming from this Tapu Koko, I'd say. One's coming from here, which means we either need to take a 2 prize and a single prize, or we're going after this Morpeko V for 240. That's really what we're looking at. So still a wish here. We get a lure ball, which is great. We just need to flip 1 heads. That's all we need to flip on this lure. Beautiful. So there's Weezing. So we get the prize now. We've got to also make sure that we are behind in prize cards. We want to be able to use the Tapu Lele. Yeah. Now, one thing I do have to just work out for a second is just how much damage do I have on the board at the moment. So we've got the Tapu Koko V here with an attack. I do think I do have to attack. So we've got 120, 280. So we're nearly into the 300 HP. It's got a 2 prizer and a single prizer here. So what would that need? That would only need, what do you need? 70 and 30. So we need 100. Plus we need 20 here. And I've got 120. Do I have game already? So I've got, let me do the maths here. 120. So what's that? 7 goes to you to get this KO. So I've got 50 left over. So on that 50, 30 goes to you, 20 goes to you. Yeah, we've got game. All right. Retreat. And magical swap. So, it would help if I could see all the cards, game. Ah, there we go. Hang on. Oh, this is going to take forever. Ah, well. I can't believe how quickly the damage actually adds up. Dropping this down is just giving me the game. Alright, done. Is that 6 prizes in 1 turn? No. Yeah, it was, because I did get the other prize in that turn. That was huge. 6 prizes, 1 turn. GG's. Alright, Jirachi first. Sounds pretty good to me. We got Roxy, which we can get rid of at least the other Jirachi. We wouldn't mind something else to go with that. We going first or second? Are you a water deck? I wasn't paying attention. So many questions. We going second. Alright. I have no idea what these guys do or what you evolve into or anything. Just don't have Mew and we'll say that we're happy. You happy to throw water energies in the bin? So this could go and get another Jirachi. Ideally it doesn't. Ideally we go and get like a Weezing somehow. But just for setup purposes, I don't know. I don't know yet. So he's got the research for next turn. So I have an explosive turn 2. I have no idea what these guys do or how many energies that they take or how to even think about approaching it. I kind of like the idea of being able to quick ball for something else. So this might be a Roxy for 3, unless this can get me an Evo Incense, which is beautiful. That's exactly what we're wanting. All right. Absolutely nuts Jirachi pull there. So we'll get a Wheezing, then we'll just... Oh, I should have used this first. Oh, well. We'll just do this, get another Toxel down. Beautiful. Speed Engie there. Toxel down. We don't actually have any draw right now, which is a little bit surprising. Do I want a quick ball for something else? Not right now. So we've got draw. That's fantastic. Good turn. Solid turn. We'll pass it over. A solid turn. I'm expecting to see Professors here rather than Marnie. That's the reason I'm okay with holding this hand. Alright, so what do you guys do? Discard 2 Engies from the hand. If you don't, this attack does nothing. Okay. But it's an efficient attacker. Hits for 130. So it's only a 1 Engie attachment, and he's got my Jirachi here. It's a bit sad. And I'm going to say he's got it. Assuming he's got 2 water Engies. So he'd have to have, what, 3 water Engies to have this in hand. And there's plenty of things that can go and get water Engies. So there's one of them, for example. So one of them's a water Engie. I don't know what the other 2 are. Oh, sorry, well... Okay. He's got the research, of course. So he would have to hit 2 water Engies out of this, which means we lose a Jirachi. We're going to be one-shotted every single turn, most likely. Most likely. Yeah, so he's got it here. That's a bit sad. Oh well, we'll drop a second Jirachi down. Saves me getting the active right now. And we can one-shot these, but we're just getting lots of bench damage as well. We'll just have to see if we can catch that up over time. So we drop this down. We have the KO, right? So how much do we have to hit to get the KO here? We drop this, 50, 100. If we hit 100, that's enough, isn't it? Yeah. So we only need to use one of these E-powers at the minute, because 100 is enough. We're hitting double. So 1 E-power puts us at 100, plus the poison, ticks over the 110, so we're good. What we are going to do is quick ball out our shrine. Grab ourselves a Toxel. Something I forgot to check was the prize cards. So we got Tappy Lele here. We have counter. So that's the main things that we need to check for. In terms of switches, we got 1 switch. We have 1 board. Okay. We'll just grab the Toxel. We've got 2 Toxtricities. So I might grab both Toxels while I'm here. The other thing that we're going to drop is Jirachi. Am I really dropping Jirachi? No, because I'm pulling that down. Yeah, so this is fine to... I want to keep this in deck. So we'll drop the quick ball here. Toxel. I may not need that in deck when I think about it, because I'm hitting bench as well, which is really good. So we've dropped an E-power already. We pull that E-power back into deck. Drop Jirachi. No draw again, which isn't great. We'll get that to you. I mean, we've got attackers for the next turn a bit. We have the problem, though, that we're probably going to need to Jirachi pull, which could get us stuck. And that is an issue. Oh well, we'll take the KO here. Ah, Marnie. Nuts top deck. Because I really don't want to go into Jirachi without knowing that I can get out of it. Because I am currently trailing on prize cards. Now, whilst there is a good chance that I can catch that up by getting multiple cards, like prize cards, if a Mew hits, we could have another problem. So, in that, I need to be able to gust up that Mew straight away. Being able to counter that stadium would be useful. He's probably got multiple of them too, so I'm only going to be able to counter it once now. So I think here we're getting Toxtricity, E-powering to get the KO on this Barrascuda. And then moneying the hand. Maybe with an Electro Charger. Yeah, probably with an Electro Charger. Well, definitely with one because we're using an E-power, so that's fine. The only upside is he has to set up another little baby here if he wants to keep attacking. So we get the 20 damage on, which is what we need to be able to just use one E-power to KO it. And with double Jirachi down, it's huge for us as well. Let's go to Scoop. Oh, Scoop Up nets are a pain. They are an absolute pain. We hate to see that. He dropped it down for us again, which is interesting. I'm hoping to not see too many Scoop Up nets. They are our worst enemy, Scoop Up nets. So we're dropping into Toxtricity here. We'll get 2 more Toxtricities set up. We did not need double E-power in this turn. Did we? No. We'll get this. Do a Toxtricity. E-charger. Money that. There's the board. There's no benefit to ordinary rotting at the moment. So just Poisonous Shout. Get rid of that Barrascuda. So I'm still trailing 1 prize card behind. I need this to not be pulled up this turn. Like, I need a turn where I'm getting multiple prize cards. Or a Corio's an opportunity to get multiple if I can get enough damage counters on the board. Nearly tempted rather than Marnie to go after a Roxy. I've got 3 in deck. The boss to get rid of Jirachi would be painful. But having said that, it's not super painful. Because it just leaves me with more attackers here. It's annoying because I don't have the consistency. So it is painful. If he uses a boss. But he is kind of set up just the minute. At least this is going to be something that does sit there and probably absorb, just like take damage over a longer period of time. Because I'm not needing to get huge HP to be able to get another KO. Oh, Scoop Up nets. I hate Scoop Up net. Oh, that's... So this thing gets pulled up. At least it loses its board, I think. Oh, he's going to pull up that one. Okay. So he's going to let me take the Jirachi. I mean, that's huge if he does. I still need to go after an E-power. That's something I desperately need here. So he's going to Ordinary Rod. He needs another attacker down. Okay. That seems like a waste of a boss's order to me. And he's letting me get the Jirachi. Let's see if I can get a Roxy, because Roxy's amazing here if I can. No, I can't. I'll grab the E-power though, because I need the E-power. We're gonna ordinary rod this turn. Do I grab one of each or do I grab 2 Toxels knowing that I have... No, I don't have. Okay, we need one of each. That answered my question. We don't have Lure Ball. Oh, we do have Lure Ball. But then that's my opportunity to get Weezings back from the discard kind of gone. Oh wait, I'm looking at my discard. Big choice here. I only need 3 prizes, so I only need 3 attackers theoretically, so we'll go this way. Alright, money. This is becoming a problem. So I get the double KO here. I need to get one more Toxel set up. None of that helped me. Lure Ball could. He doesn't have an attacker this turn, actually. That I know of. That I know of. I should clarify that. I am shocked that he didn't want to throw this away, and it's all because he would have lost the board. No. He had a second board. This was the other Jirachi. Why did he not scoop this one? Did he not have a way out of the active? Was scoop the only way out of the active for him? That probably was what it was. Mind you, he seemed to have this board just fine on this turn. Did he retreat into that? Maybe he retreated into that. It buys me that extra turn though. And right now he can't sit in a Toxtricity. So I'm now leading the prize cards, which is huge. It does also mean that because I'm leading them, I can't use my counter game. So it does mean that I'm going to have to get the KOs through Toxtricities. I've got Boss's Orders sitting in hand, so I can go and target this one right now, which I think is what we're going to do this turn. Yeah, so he's going to try and absorb with Oricorio, so we'll go and target that, that's fine. And we'll wait a turn. So we'll boss this up. We're not doing anything else this turn. Other than an E-Power. Because we need the E-Power. Yeah. So we'll boss that up. E-Power. And then Poison Shout. Alright, one more prize. E-Power's handy. That's certainly handy. Alright, so we do have a card that can end it here. I think what I want to do is get my Tappy Lele out this turn and get the rainbow on it if I can. I mean, that'll be tricky. I'm potentially getting Marnied here. I mean, that's sad they'll lose E-Power, but I could also get the Tappy Lele. Roxy's really nice here. That's a nice pull off that Marnie. Lily Doll, nice play. Keep in mind, the damage is building on this Jirachi as well, so... In fact, I've got game. Right now, as it stands, I have game. Yeah, I have game. So GG's. These two. Put the damage counter on that Jirachi. and then just Poison Shout for the win. Beautiful. And get rid of both the Lily Dolls at the same time. Alright, GG's. It was an interesting deck. Interesting deck. I like it. For GG's. Alright, Loopy. I don't like starting hands where I'm likely to throw away a boss's orders. Just because if there's a Mew that hits, and he's obviously running Psychic, so I can't really tell whether there's going to be Mew or not, it's a problem. But I can't see anything else that I can do. I'm just going to have to throw away this. I'm throwing away a Lure Ball, so does that mean I want to put Wheezing back? Probably not, is my answer. Wow, I've got 2 Toxels prized, okay. This is a deck that I'm learning I have to check the prize cards for. So we got Counter Gain, we've got 3 Rainbows. Alright, it's got 1 Rainbow prized. 2 Toxels prized is actually going to be a big problem. And I mean a massive problem. Alright, well, we've got to try and set up, so... we will try and get him paralyzed to make retreating harder. Right now we'll just hold. Alright, so we got him paralyzed. So it forced him to have a switch of some kind. We do want to see him fill up the bench a little bit. But we don't want Mew because we've only got 1 more Gust Cadence on a coin flip, which is really bad for us. So if we see Mew, that's a problem. Okay, Vulpix, that's interesting. Archer's coming down. Alright, so no Mew yet. This Quick Ball's kind of useless to me at the minute. Pains me to say. Because it can't actually get anything. I probably should have evoed first, but oh well. I do have a big problem having 2 Toxels prized. So he's able to Psyshock here, hit 70. If he wants to. Just going to research the hand. It's got Ninetales, don't know what this Ninetales does. If I'm affected by a special condition, does an extra 90. Okay. Oh, okay. I see the combo that's going on here. Do see the combo that's going on here. I don't mind that combo. It's a nice little combo. Am I really dropping Tapu Lele here? Getting ready for this? I mean, it just... I could. But the big problem with dropping Tapu Lele right now is it just makes it a huge target. Like, it's just an easy Gust and an easy KO. And I really think I just can't afford to do that. Just going to have to Poison Shout at the minute. Get a bit of extra damage spread around. So this goes down here. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. What's the second attack do? Puts me to sleep. Alright. Preparing it for the second attack. I actually thought you were going for the little Hex. Dealing 120. With the Trubbish here. See? Boss's orders. And he's got Mewtwo to get that boss's orders back. See? Not a fan of that. Oh, we wake up. That's huge. That's huge for us. It lifts the damage off as well, which is a problem. See, scoop up nets are an issue for us as well. We've got 1 Wheezing in there. See if we can lure ball that Wheezing back. We can. We'll get a pull off these. Coin flip was very lucky for us. Actually gonna hold switch just the moment. So I feel like we could need it in the future. Although, getting an E-power now, is that helpful? Not really. Next turn it could be. This turn, not really. It's the prize cards that really hurt at the moment. I need to pull a Toxel out. That's not a Toxel. I know, I'm very observant, aren't I? That is not a Toxel. Do I need to add a Ditto just to give myself an extra Toxel? Mind you, this is the first time I've had 2 Toxels prized. So he gets the KO here. I need to find a Rod. That's just what I need to find this turn. And it nearly needs to be just basically out of the top 5 cards because I can't afford to throw this away. And Cynthia is such a, it's such a bad Cynthia here. I mean, a Roxy could be okay-ish. I mean, I top deck a Roxy. So we could actually Roxy pull here, which is fine. We will. So we'll go Evo Incense here. Get a Roxy. Do I have the Rod in here? Yes, I do. So there's only 1 Rod. But I do get to see a whole heap of cards here. So we'll Roxy. These 2. Oh, this gets me a prize card though. So this could save me in another way. Come on, Toxel. Oh, come on. Where's my Toxels? I need my... Oh, I got my Rod though. I got my Rod. Thank you. So that saves me. Alright, so we'll grab this one back. That's fine. Okay, well then... Well, I've got too many cards. I have way too many cards. This is complicated. We're definitely using this. We need to keep this. We don't need the extra board, I don't think. I mean, it's nice to have just in case he gets rid of this, but I feel like I don't need that. Just a minute. Can't believe with all these cards that we don't actually have a Speed Energy. We'll drop this here. We'll Stellar Wish ourselves. Grab Counter Gain. Although we're currently leading, so Counter Gain's not that good. How do we not have any of our E-powers yet? Oh well. Got a good lead. That was an interesting little combo. I see the little combo you were going there for. I like it. I like it. And it's time to rate this deck. Keeping in mind the rating that I'll be giving overall is about how much I enjoyed playing the deck. So let's talk about the deck itself first. I went with kind of an all-out Toxtricity, like all-in on Toxtricity build of this. Hence the reason why you don't see any other attackers here. We've got max count of E-powers and getting E-charges in there. I actually wanted to even be more aggressive than this. I wanted at least a 3rd E-charger, but I just ran out of space, really. But we're all in on trying to just get this Toxtricity up and running as quickly as we can because he's a nice efficient attacker, albeit on a stage 1 Pokemon. But you can really build up numbers quite quickly, and I was impressed by how quickly those numbers could build. I also went with a full count of Jirachi because having Jirachi just allows us to pull the pieces that we need and is a super great consistency card. Now, I don't run Mew at the moment, and that would be something that I'd be strongly considering teching in, especially if I was coming up against Pigarom or something a lot. I'd probably drop an account of Jirachi. I think that's where we have to make the sacrifice to bring in a Mew. Something I do like about this deck though is these Jirachis don't ever feel like, you know, once you got one down, that they're a waste of deck space anymore because we can still Roxy and get huge pulls using these Jirachis with a quick ball or something like that through the match. So they never felt like dead weight, but that's possibly an option. Other tech options I might consider would be something like a Zapdos, which obviously has the same, you know, really efficient attack cost. just because it can be really good to have a basic attacker at times, and Zapdos could provide that. The other attacker I'd possibly consider maybe is Spiritomb, because we are running the Rainbow Energies as well, and Spiritomb can obviously rack up a few more numbers. The only thing is we're not running anything to really support the Spiritomb other than the Rainbow Energy, but that are things I'd possibly consider tacking into the deck at this early stage. But yeah, it's an absolute blast to play. Like I said, I went all in on Toxtricity, and I was really impressed by just how much damage you can get on your opponent's side of the board when you're all in on that. So overall, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10, and I know this is the third straight deck that I've given like a 9 out of 10 for fun factor. Not all my decks will get that sort of high on terms of my fun factor, but this one is certainly an absolute blast to play, and it really surprised me, to be completely honest. But that's all for me. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in the next one.